Taz, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks. Lovely to meet you.
Likewise.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you.
So let's talk about this movie that I just rewatched again yesterday because I thought it was so brilliant and I wanted to refresh my memory for today. What drew you to the film? What did you think was really exciting about it?
I miss films like the films I grew up watching. I miss films that I can enjoy without them being senseless, that can have tropes that I recognize without being repetitive of things that I've already watched. And I enjoy things that are unapologetic about them being pure entertainment. And to have a big, juicy, chaotic character at the center of it. I've always gravitated towards the not towards the bad guys, but as in when I've watched movies, I've always been way more fascinated by the Bodies and by the Grubers and by the people that weren't the ones necessarily trying to save the day. I just thought the movie was so cool on so many levels, and I was so glad it was getting made, regardless of me being involved in it.
Cool, lovely. I also wanted to say that I really loved your performance in the movie, and I was not expecting you to be the villain. That moment when she's looking up at you and you take off the mask, and I audibly gasped, and I was like, "Oh, I was not
Especially,
was
especially don't know. I feel like at that point, I don't know. I think because the trailer like portrays me definitely not being like a chill dude.
yeah, no, I don't know. I just it was a shock. I was like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen now."
I think
Yeah,
everything's just gone to shit now.
yeah, no, it was really cool twist. What was the best part about playing the villain in this movie?
I think mainly I've been such a good dude in everything else that I've done that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed embracing the monstrous part of me.
That is really a good answer. Thank you. Is there anything that you found surprisingly relatable or human about him, about the character?
Yeah, I think he's, at least to me, I definitely thought he was incredibly relatable. I thought that, like how many times do we all not how many times do we wish we all taken a building hostage, but how many times do we wish that when people hadn't listened to us, we had made them listen, and when people were ignoring us, they we made them look. And also, there's so many times where Noah repeats something at someone that was said to him before, that was said to him in the past, and he repeats the line, and almost in the ilk of like, remember when you said that? Do you realize now how wrong you are? And I think all of us have instances like that in our lives where we really hope that we get to meet somebody again at a later date and prove that they were just simply not right about what they said about us. And
100%.
that's really relatable about Noah.
Yeah. Cool. Um, what did you do anything specific to prepare for the role? Like, did you have any specific inspirations you drew to shape your character? Anything like that?
I read the Bible. I read Nietzsche. I learned how to box. I
Wow.
already knew how to grapple, but I definitely spent a lot more time grappling. I read manifestos from terrorists. I read a lot of manifestos from maybe other people that I won't particularly like delineate, but I read a lot of very dark, mostly incoherent, but definitely insightful manifestos from people, both in like activism space and more extreme spaces than that. And then I wrote my own manifesto about what I thought Noah would have left for everybody to read once everybody started Googling him after he died.
Wow, so you did so much research and went like above and beyond for this character. That's amazing.
I mean, there's no point in spending 6 months doing something if you're gonna do it half-assed. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
got there's, it's a very sad way to exist. So I tend to be quite psychopathic about most things that I do. Not not quite literally a psychopath, but as in I tend to I don't really have like a I don't really have like a medium button. It's just kind of like a full blown like it's maxed out on the gear or I'm probably not moving.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. You put yourself all into the art. And we can like feel that when we watch it. Something else I'd love to ask is, the cleaner has such a tense and gritty atmosphere. What was it like building that tension on the set?
I didn't really build it to be honest. That was all a Martin thing. It was quite tense because we didn't have much time to shoot it. And there was a lot to shoot. So I think the tension was built in from that because we were like, damn, we need to get this done by so and so date, and we still have to get someone flying through a window. So yeah, I don't know. That was kind of inbuilt to the way that we had to do it to get it done because we also did it during the strikes, so things were tense.
Okay, cool. How was working with Daisy Ridley on this movie?
Yeah, wonderful. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows she's been there before. There's a great shorthand. She's a wonderful person to work with.
Did you guys have any time to collaborate off screen on your dynamic to get to?
Not really, not much to be honest. We had a window cleaning class together and we had like a bunch of stunt rehearsals. But it was all we were so up against it with time that we there really wasn't much time to do anything else other than exactly what we had to do for the job. And I think we were lucky that what we had to do for the job was something that we both just understand what we both understood really well and were able to get in a very short period of time without that. Because if we would have needed very lengthy rehearsal periods, we wouldn't have made it. We wouldn't have got through the thing.
Amazing. Was there a moment on set that really stuck with you? Like your favorite memory, funny memory, anything like that?
Um, yeah, there's a bunch of them. I'm not sure. There's one I really want to say out loud, but I don't want to say out loud at the same time, just in case. I Martin made me pass out in a scene by going, but he literally tried to go. He tried to get me to tell him to stop shooting, and I didn't. So I kept going. I passed out, and anyway, then when I walked back up, I went up to where he was to try and pass out again, to like fake pass out again in front of him, to make him feel sorry about it, and he didn't. So I passed out and I hit the ground, and then he just started kicking me. He's like,
It
get up.
backfired.
Yeah, it's like I don't believe you for a second. Um, I'm trying to think what because there's so many like non PG moments that I want to talk about, but I won't say out loud. But it was a fun set. I think seeing Martin and Clive berate and banter with each other was was one of my highlights of every day. They knew each other very well.
Amazing. Sounds like a lot of fun. You guys had a lot of fun on set. What do you find it more fun playing heroes or villains, especially since you play such a good guy in One Piece? Was the contrast really fun to discover?
Yeah, dude, as long as it's something different from the last thing I did or from something I've done in general, I'm game. Like if it's the same thing, I have a very short attention span, so I get bored quick.
Me too. What kind of role would you like to take on next? Do you have your sights set on something, or what would you like to do next?
I really want to play a real person. There's a bunch of books that I have that I want to get the rights to and I want to adapt. Um, but there's a show that I'm doing. There's a book that I've adapted for Seesaw, which is one of my favorite production companies. And I really hope that's one of the next things I get to do next. Either that or the adaptation of my play. I don't a real person, the thing I have with Seesaw, the thing I have about my play. One of those three is what I'd like to do next.
Very cool. And was there anything that you discovered about yourself as an actor through this role?
I look half decent with a shaved head.
Cool.
Sorry, was you expecting something profound?
No, not at all. Um, I have a couple of extra questions just in case, since I think we have time, like 1 minute maybe. Um, do you like watching yourself on screen or do you find it awkward and uncomfortable? I've heard different actors have different opinions
I'm
on.
indifferent to it, to be honest. I don't find it incredibly uncomfortable, and I also don't like particularly enjoy it. I don't see the point in watching a movie in which I already know what happens. So I don't tend to watch the stuff that I do, but not because I'm like repulsed by it, just because I'm like, man, I already know what happens in that movie.
Mhm.
So
Makes sense.
I'm like good in it. Like I don't need to watch it. Like the only reason I've watched this one, the only reason I watched Cleaner, and that I know that I like it is because Martin asked me to go watch it in the edit suite. So I watched it with him while he was editing it. And that was a cool experience. I enjoyed watching it then because I could see Martin working on it live. So I really enjoyed that. But I wouldn't like sit at home and just watch it.
Yeah,
Wouldn't like
cool.
show my girlfriend either. Like if you know what I mean, like if I if a partner ever asks me like what a certain thing is like, I'll just be like, don't watch it. If you haven't watched it, don't watch it. I'd rather you not watch it and then not ask me questions about it.
And last question, was there something like a prop or costume piece that you wish you could have kept from the set?
Yeah, I always this is his earring. Uh,
Cool, you're wearing it now.
yeah, I've worn it. I always keep something from every character like that I play. Like I have I have Sanji's suit from One Piece. I have my flaring bottles from Boiling Point. Like this earring I always wear from that. And there's also a tattoo from that Noah used to have on his hand that I'm waiting to do. I just haven't been able to do it because I'm always shooting and I can't show up like the second week with a tattoo on my hand, and also I've got to cover it all the time. So, but there's a tattoo from Noah that I also want to get done.
Very cool. I love that. Thank you so much for talking to me. I had such a lovely time meeting you, and I really appreciate your time. And the movie was amazing, and I'm so excited for everyone to watch it. I think it comes out on the 2nd of May on Sky, so it's very,
So,
very soon.
so thank you, man. Thank you for watching it. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me as well. I hope you have a
Thank
great
you.
day.